now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Okay, so let's start this for today. What I planned is I will be discussing with you the 3 new criminal law bills that have been introduced in the Lok Sabha. So these 3 are the for the topic for today's discussion. Just a caution over here: do not go in deep to study each and every provision. Just read those provisions which are added as a new provision and where some new changes have been brought in. So this is a summary which I has prepared for you, like compiled and summary from different sources. This summary you can read. Also, I have marked the important sections in the draft of the bill. So what I will discuss. First thing, IPC, the most important one, was happy you will find that some of the new offenses are being included. So ingredients of those offenses, what is the nature of those offenses, that becomes important. CRPC becomes important in the respect of what all the provisions of the cases have been incorporated. So in that, for उस केस में CRPs become a Indian Evidence Act. इसमें बहुत major कोई difference नहीं आया है. What the major difference is with regard only to the electronic evidence. Electronic evidence को include करा गया है, is a documentary evidence maybe, oral evidence maybe, and then there are new provisions that pertain to the nature of the electronic evidence. So Indian evidence is more or less almost same here. So that is not important. That becomes the least important for us. So read the summary also. Okay, I have marked the things in my PDF, so you can note down the section that I discussed with you, while I share with you the PDF. Okay. First thing we will discuss is IPC only. So is the screen visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this first question here comes here: on recommendation of which committee are these bills being formed? Which committee worked on these bills? So none other than Ranveer Singh. He's a very good scholar, very good academician. You read his article, I find his article very good. And उन्होंने EPG जो platform है, massive material जो बना है वो रणवीर सिंह की guidance में ही बना है. So he is the former vice chancellor of NU Delhi, and he only he headed a committee that was established by Ministry of Home Affairs for the purpose of reviewing the 3 codes of criminal law. Okay, so just remember the name of the person what was in it, and also which ministry established this committee. It was Ministry of Home Affairs, and it was back in 2020 this committee was formed. So these are respectively the 3. So what are the 3 new bills? IPC का क्या नाम है? भारतीय न्याय संहिता. Please remember, they can ask you the name of the bills also, as the following: Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita. If you pronounce it in Hindi, it will be Samhita, but they're written Sanhita. I don't know what translation they're done. CRPC is Bhartiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita, and Indian evidence is Bhartiya Sakshya Bill. So tell you one thing: are you following the controversy that has been aroused with regard to India and Bharat? Are you aware of the controversy? Yeah. India and Bharat. So tell me, if the government goes on and says we will be using the word Bharat, so do they have to make any change in the constitution? Will they have to make any change in the constitution? Is the word Bharat mentioned in the constitution? Yes, Neha? Are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Tani. Is the word Bharat, the name of Bharat, mentioned in the constitution?
Yes, ma'am. I think there is India, there is Bharat.
Yes, in Article 1. So if the government goes on say that we will be using word Bharat, so they do not make any major change in the constitution. In constitution, Bharat already mentioned it. India, that is Bharat. So what is the difference between 2 words? India और Bharat क्या differ करता है? So India is something which is a geographical word, meaning India refers to any territory beyond Indus. India कैसे बोला था? India Indus से आया था. तो इंडिया refers to any territory which is beyond Indus. So ऐसे इंडिया का नाम origin होगा. Bharat is something which is a cultural word. Cultural, it represents India, the people of India's cultural unit represent करता है. India एक territorial, geographical unit represent करता है, and Bharat एक cultural unit represent करता है. So that Bharat means those people who share cultural identity, and Bharat like पहले like भारतवर्ष जो हम refer करते हैं राजा भरत के नाम से भारत आया था word. So there are different sources from where the word Bharat came. So Bharat was previously an territory from Himachal, like from beyond Indus till Indian Ocean. वो cultural identity represent कर रहा था, and India represents the geographical identity. So for the purpose of examination, you need to remember in which article it is mentioned, and just also see Constitutional Assembly debate there were three propositions to include India, Bharat, and Hindustan. And B.R. Ambedkar dropped the word Hindustan. He said we will just include two words, Bharat and India. So this can be a question who dropped this word Hindustan, and what was the third word name for the India proposed in the Constitutional Assembly debates. And thirdly, they can ask you what you mean about India and Bharat, how they're different from each other. इतना ही CLAT PG के लिए पर्पस के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है. सो नेम्स के लिए, और if any something new happens कि suppose हम government कुछ करती है in the following time with it into this word, and again that becomes important. Okay, so let's come back to bills. 3 bills, Minister of Office, Dr. Ranveer Singh Committee. These are the bills. So before I start, I first share you this screen. Okay. Is this visible? This PDF is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes. So let's start. So first, what I'm doing is I'm taking the bare PDF draft with you. इसको हम discuss करेंगे. Then we'll discuss a summary. ठीक है? इसमें we'll see what are the ingredients, what are important topics. Then I'll go back to there. Okay. So this is the index. Now, first thing, what is the aim? Like, what is the object behind this? Like, substatement of object and clause, they can ask you. So, what is the object behind this new bill? To consolidate and amend the provisions relating to offences and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. So, this is important. What's similar है सबके लिए, सारे acts के लिए, but still they can ask you consolidation and amendment of the provisions. There are two main objectives of this bill. Secondly, in which year it was enacted? 74th year of the Republic of India. This becomes important. Third thing about it is, what is the name? Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita. Fourth, when it will come into force? It will come into force as the date of notification is issued by the central government in the official gazette. This is all important for the first section. So I'm using a section, but correct word to be used is clause, because it is still a law bill and has not become a law. That's why we will call it as clause. मतलब मैं section word use कर लूँगी बीच में, because that is in way of habit, but correct word is clause over here. So now second clause is talking about the definitions. Previously हमने क्या देखा था, हमारा जो पुराना IPC था उसमें there was different sections were there for definition. Chapter था definitions का, and उसमें explanations का chapter था, इसमें अलग sections थे definitions के लिए. अब all the definitions are clubbed into one section under clauses. Like of section 2 is talking about the definitions. Mostly all the definitions are same, but see this, yes, clause 9. So clause 9 of gender. It has made the more neutral, gender neutral, by including the word transgender also. And yes, this becomes important. To transgender, what meaning they have assigned it to? It is similar to the meaning in the Transgender Persons Protection and Rights Act 2019. So, section 2 clause came in a definition. It's the same definition will be imputed toward transgender in this bill also. Yes, this becomes important. Please make a note. Please, like, you could make your own notes right now when I discuss something which is important. Transgender Persons Act जो है उसी से transgender की definition borrow करेंगे. Section 2K. Okay. Next is yes offense.
मैम नासा जजमेंट नवदीप सिंह जौहर ने दिया था ना जेंडर का.
Yes, this transgender there are like this you can say a trail of cases है कि दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट में cases थे, दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट पर आपकी cases आपके आए सुप्रीम कोर्ट में, and finally I guess certain things you are correct enough to think so finally Supreme Court accepted or like you can decriminalize section 277 and 377 and like propounded a new domain of rights of transgenders. Okay, so next thing is offense, the word offense. Can you tell me how the word offense was defined in the previous act, in the IPC? How it was defined? Can you tell me how it was defined? In which section? So what is there is ki offense is always defined in a manner ki every act that is mentioned in the current law means for present ke Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita, and secondly there are some exceptions are there ki special laws or local laws में भी जो act कुछ हैं जो punishable हैं, that will also come under the word offense. See, so for this for chapter 3 that becomes important. Just check what is chapter 3. मैंने यहाँ पर note नहीं किया है. In definition of offense में ये important है कौन सा chapter included. Sections don't remember कि बहुत सारे section number है, but remember chapters which has been included. And yes, offense punishable under any special law is also an offense. This can be the question like whether any act punishable under local law is a offense for the purposes of Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita or IPC for that manner. Yes, it is an offense punishable. Okay. So next section that is important is punishments. Yes. First introduction when what we see is punishment of community service has been included for minor offenses में ही इसको mention किया गया, but still community service is a form of punishment that has been included. Earlier, there were only 5 forms of punishment. एक transportation एक punishment था पहले जिसको हम it was removed. Capital punishment was there, that was removed, and transportation punishment that was removed, and there were 5 punishments left. Now again the number has been raised to 6 with the inclusion of community service. Means death, imprisonment for life, that is imprisonment. So yes, this is section is also important because they define what is imprisonment for life. Last previous IPC it was not defined imprisonment for life means imprisonment remained a person's natural life. It was something like you can say court की interpretation से different cases की interpretations में court ने ये propound किया था. But imprisonment of life we remember means imprisonment or remained a person's natural life, and it has been explicitly mentioned now under section 4 of the new bill. And imprisonment, regress, simple. Regress means hard labor, again explicitly mentioned, forfeiture of property, fine, and community service, something new that has been added. Okay, is this punishment part clear? Have you made a note of this also? Punishment, community service, नया F, section 4 clause F में mention है. Yes, clear? Please say yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes, see solitary confinement का like बहुत सारे questions आते हैं, so just remember कि which section on solitary confinement की बात की गई, because when I read the provision of the full 72-73 provision था वो fully यहाँ पर reproduce हुआ है, कुछ change नहीं किया, but still can remember कि बहुत पूछते solitary confinement, net में तो बहुत ज़्यादा पूछते हैं. Yes, something now. These are the general exceptions that have been started over here. जनरल एक्सेप्शन में पहले भी वो यूजिंग द वर्ड अनसाउंड माइंड. Now, person of unsound mind. Now, the word that is being mentioned is person of mental illness. This is a such change of terminology is there, but yes, a question can be asked: ki, what is a new term that has been used? Yeah, how is Section 22 different from Section, I guess, 80 या 81 में है? Unsound mind. I don't remember IPC का. So this can be the question. So mental illness is something, is a word that has been used, and what is mental? What is it you're saying that? Is unable to, incapable of knowing the
Ma'am,
nature of
it
the
is
act.
in section 22, right? In this new
Yes,
Sanhita
yes,
bill.
yes, yes. Section 22. Mental illness word. Me, one thing that I was pointing over here is कि previous bill act में unsound mind word use था. अब mental illness को इसको terminology use है. There's only change of terminology, but what जो भी change है वो hमारे लिए important है. That's why you're reading that. Okay. Private defense, nothing new, so you can skip that. Yes. Now comes the offenses against women and children. So, in the previous act, what was there? कि offenses against women and children, they were bodily offense. अलग से इस chapter नहीं था. They were just made a part of the bodily in the offenses first. Again, offenses against body. Secondly, they were like precedents भी देखेंगे कि उनको बहुत like last में sections आते हैं, like around 254 था, फिर आपका 376 के आसपास सारे women sexual offenses आते थे. But now what they did, they've given precedence to the offenses against women and children by putting it a higher pedestal. Means पहले starting में अभी तक तो हमने क्या पढ़ रहे थे? These all were punishment से questions थे, punishment था आपका, general explanations थी, exceptions थे. Now proper concrete offense or chapter show that first offense that is being discussed is a sexual offense against women and children. So we can say they are giving a precedence to the offense against women and children, as that was not given by the previous law. So yes, there's a change in some definition of rape, but again, is the question है कि क्या नए bill ने, this new bill, this Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita, has they made the offense of rape gender neutral? No, they have failed to do that, because you can see what uses a man is said to commit rape. So rape against men is still not punishable. Okay, tell me, was rape against men punishable in the previous act or not? In the original IPC Act, was a rape
No,
against?
No, ma'am.
It was not gender neutral.
Rape against, मतलब obviously 76 में punishable नहीं था. So I'm talking about किसी और section में was the rape against men covered in IPC?
377.
Yes, correct. In section 377, we used to cover rape against men. Okay. But what is happening in the present like bill? वो section drop हो गया. So no more we can say there's a provision which relates to the rape committed on men. So that's the one issue that is pointed out by the scholars. So first thing is this. Second is punishment. You can just see punishment is made similar. Just gang rape पे punishment enhance हुआ है. बाकी punishment तो same ही रखा है. So you just read this. You not read करने की जरूरत नहीं. Most of same है. This section 67 is important. It is talking about sexual intercourse by a husband upon wife during separation or person in authority. Like ये तो पहले भी question था. So question भी नहीं है कि इस case में they could have in this section they could have included mental rape also, but they have failed to do so. So that is why this section is important. Gang rape, yes, gang rape is important because they increase the punishment. It is made to minimum punishment has been raised to not less than 20 years. Previously, I guess it was 10 years or so, but up 20 years, I guess that is something कुछ raise हुआ gang rape में. Death penalty भी है कुछ sections में. Okay. Okay, sexual offenses में तो इतना ही change है और कोई change नहीं है. Yes, now comes the offenses against children. Firstly, पहले में offenses against children ऐसे explicitly mentioned नहीं थे. Now the offense against children are being included, such as hiring, employing, or engaging children to commit an offense. So such type of offenses have been included. procuration of children for some illegal activity, for some engaging the person that child of to force the child to like involved in some activity like illicit intercourse with that some person. Such type of activities were not like explicitly mentioned as a crime, as an offense in the IPC, though हम किसी न किसी सेक्शन में उसको कवर कर लेते थे, but वो explicitly नहीं था. अब in the present bill, such offenses are explicitly defined. So these are some of those sections. You can notice section number 93 is like employing a person commit an offense, then procuration of child to force him or her to seduce illicit intercourse. Then comes the selling of child for the purpose of prostitution. Then buying the child for the purpose of prostitution, ये भी crime explicitly mentioned है. Now comes the crime against human body. Now it culpable homicide murder. Culpable homicide murder बहुत ज़्यादा important sections है, तो उनके number you must remember. Everything is same. Examples is same है, wording everything is no change over here. So just remember section number. Culpable homicide is 98, murder 99. Punishment section also. Yes. Yes. Now comes the important part again. Organized crime is something which is first time included in IPC. I'll read what is organized crime for you. Any continuing unlawful activity. First thing, it is a continuing activity. Means organized crime is a spans over a period of time. First thing, organized crime is continuing unlawful activity that includes kidnapping, robbery, vehicle theft, extortion, land grabbing, contract killing, economic offenses, cyber crimes having severe consequences, trafficking people, drugs, illicit goods and goods or services and weapons, human trafficking racket for prostitution or ransom by the effort of groups of individuals acting in concert, singly or jointly. So what all acts are included under purview of organized crime? So it's kidnapping is there, robbery is there, vehicle theft. Vehicle theft is something newly defined in this also. Extortion, land grabbing, contract killing, economic offenses. It's some first time we are penalizing economic offenses under IPC. Cyber crimes also there. Drug trafficking, human trafficking. All these are included in organized crime. So singly or either jointly, either as a member of organized crime, syndicate or on behalf of such syndicate. Syndicate over here means a group of people that have been engaged in the organized crime. By use of violence, threat of violence, intimidation, coercion, corruption, or related activities, or other unlawful means to obtain direct or indirect material benefit, including a financial benefit, shall constitute a organized crime. So this is a very, very important section. You must know that all. All the offenses that are covered. It's a continuing activity. So what it is not merely a use of violence, it means a threat of violence also. There can be intimidation also, coercion, corruption. Any financial benefit that is being acquired through unlawful means is also punishable under section 109 of this Bhartiya Nyaya Sanhita. Is this much clear? Is this part of this section clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Next thing is, what is the definition on different words? You can just see benefit here includes property, advantage, service, entertainments, use, access to property. एक और इसको read कर लीजिएगा. Nothing that important. Yes, economic offenses की definition wanted है. Includes criminal breach of trust, forgery, counterfeiting of currency, valuable securities, financial scams, running Ponzi scheme, mass marketing fraud, multi-level marketing schemes with the view to defraud the people at large for obtaining monetary benefits or large-scale organized betting in any form, offenses of money laundering and hawala transactions. Okay, so this is important. It's a detail section. Read. Read कर लीजिएगा. Every detail you not to remember. ठीक है. Second important thing is petty offense, organized crime. So what we discussed earlier was organized crime on a large scale. Now we are discussing a pretty organized crime, organized on a smaller scale. Now, what all it includes? Any crime that causes general feelings of insecurity among citizens. ऐसी definition कभी नहीं आई थी. General feelings of insecurity among citizens related to theft, theft of vehicle or theft from vehicle, domestic is business theft, trick theft. ये ट्रिक थेफ्ट नहीं है, ट्रक थेफ्ट है, ये मिस गलत प्रिंटिंग है. कार्गो क्राइम थेफ्ट, ऑर्गेनाइज्ड पिक पॉकेटिंग, snatching, theft of shoplifting, car skimming, this all is covered under the purview of petty organized crime. So yes, this again is something important for you. Section 110. Next thing is the terrorist activities we include kari gayi hai. So all these are falling under which category? Offense against human body, remember. Okay. So an offense of terrorist act. Here a person is said to commit a terrorist act. Commit any act in India or in foreign country with the intention to threaten the unity, integrity and security of India. So in India mein ho ya foreign country mein, both ways, intention that is to cause threat to the unity, integrity and security of India, or to intimidate the general public or segment thereof, or to disturb public order by doing any act. What should be that act comprise? Using bombs, dynamite or any other explosive substance or inflammable materials, form or other lethal weapons or poison, noxious gases of other chemicals. Hazardous in nature, so many as to create an atmosphere or spread of fear, to cause damage or loss due to damage or destruction of property, extensive interference with damage or destruction of critical infrastructure. Sorry. Yes. To provoke or influence intimidation of the government or organization, including the scope of treaties, second schedule, unlawful activities act. Yes, these all acts constitute what we know as terrorist act. So suppose that like पहले जब terrorist act commit हो रहा था, so that person was only liable for the murder. So आप waging war against state में liable कर लोगे, आप उसमें murder के liable कर लोगे, और कोई offense के liable नहीं हो सकता था. But now if person commits in terrorist attack, engages in terrorist activity, so he or she will be liable under this provision also, in waging war against state also, in murder also. So all these provisions will be covered. So this is something new has been added, and it's a very important, like a forward step also. So secondly,
ma'am, can you please repeat? Hello.
Yes, the pro.
Ma'am, can you please repeat 111? 110 was petty organized crime, and 111 was regarding the external theft to security of the country. So terrorist, and now the terrorist, it has widened the ambit of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act.
Yes.
Saying?
So it is no, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. See. Section 109 आपका था organized crime, 110 आपका था petty organized crime, 111 जो है terrorist activities को define करते हैं. What are all other terrorist activities? So इसमें one of the activities mentioned जो है, which is included in the scope of UAPA, and of activities prevention activities वो भी included है under terrorist activities. This is something which I said.
Okay.
So second thing I'm saying is that offense to, like attempt to commit offenses is also a terrorist act is also an offense. So attempt, हर किसी offense attempt is not punishable per se. There's some offenses which are punishable, attempt punishable. Like for example, which is the two ways of attempt can be punishable. So previous act के context में I'm talking about, that was section 511 कि जिसका कहीं पे mention नहीं है, special act section नहीं है. So all those attempts will be punished by virtue section 511. But for example, attempt to murder, attempt to commit suicide, attempt to commit homicide, attempt to theft, or not attempt to theft, attempt to dacoity, all these are mentioned specially. Like preparation of dacoity भी punishable है. So जो specially mentioned थे, वो उस form में punishable होंगे. In the same manner, the attempt to commit a terrorist attack is also made a special, like a separate provision. It is under 111 clause 2. और कुछ इसमें important नहीं है. Yes. So remember section number. Then comes hurt, grievous hurt, more or less sub same hai. Okay. Restraint also. Yes. So now kidnapping mein there's something which has been newly, like, I would say explicitly mentioned again here is kidnapping a child for the purposes of begging. So they have made a distinction of like in three ways. First thing is kidnapping a child below the age of 18 years, not being a lawful guardian to engage a child in the purpose of begging. Second, who maims any child below the age of 18 years. And third is who employs a child for the purpose of begging under the age of 18 years. And is not being lawful guardian. So these are different types. So like when three diameters of the of a child below the 18 years, how he or she can be employed in the purpose of begging, like उसको क्या तो kidnap करके या maim करके या उसको आप उसको remuneration in return देके like employment करके उसको begging में engage करकर. Kidnapping ransom वाला तो शायद this था. Importation of girl or boy from foreign country. You can leave this. Not they won't ask you such detail. Okay, now comes the offenses against state. Now tell me whether sedition is an offense against state or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Is sedition punishable under the previous act or not? Quickly, sedition पे question आ रहा है इस बार आपका. What I'm asking the questions can be a form of the from the paragraph of sedition. So sedition if full paragraph form में आपका आ सकता है. Sedition में question sufficient है. Is sedition punishable in the IPC original IPC Act of 1860 or not? Quickly, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Sedition is
Section number
108. नहीं वो तो अबेटमेंट है.
124A.
120.
Okay. Next thing, when was sedition was added? Was 124A means कि originally the sedition part नहीं था. So who added this offense in the IPC? Anyone need? So James Stephen, just remember the name of the person. James Stephen was the person who proposed, who made an amendment, brought an amendment in the IPC and brought in this section. Just I don't remember the year कौन सा है. एक बार आप लोग check करें ना कौन सी year में add हुआ था. Okay. Sedition की constitutionality कौन से case में challenge हुई थी and it was upheld by the Supreme Court? In which case? Yes. Kedarnath Singh was state of Bihar. Remember, आप लोग को नहीं पता?
Ma'am, it was an 1870 amendment by James Stephen.
Yes.
For sedition.
Yes, James Stephen, I was correct, and 1870.
And
Okay.
Kedar, can you repeat the name of the case? Kedarnath case.
Kedarnath case, Kedarnath Singh was a state of Bihar. Okay. In this case, it was like upheld the constitutionality of section 124A. In which case did the Supreme Court put a stay in the operation of section 124A? Stay in the operation of section 124A. ये case आप लोग को पता होना चाहिए and it is important case. Recent case है. Yes, which case? Just CSG Wombat-Kere versus Union of India. SG Wombat-Kere versus in Union of India. It is in this case the court put a stay on the operation of section 124A. Should I tell you the spelling of Wombat-Kere or not? Okay, wait. What I do is I type it in the comment box, chat box. Again, this is important. A question पूछ सकता है कि sedition को लेके. But next question for you is, what is the sedition not been like mentioned in the new bill or not? हाँ प्रभात बोलो.
No, ma'am.
See, sedition specially is not mentioned. मतलब आप sedition special section आप नहीं देखोगे. But the crisp, like you can say, the nature of the offense, the substance of the offense of sedition is still present in the IPC. This is all I wanted to tell you how it is present. See, section 150, read karo. Whoever purposely or knowingly, by words, either spoken or written, or by signs or visible representation. यहाँ तक तो 124 हो गए, एक up exact same words use हो रहे हैं. Yes, Prabhat, you can see same words हो रहे हैं, similar words. Spoken or written by signs or visible representation. Yes? Or by electronic communication, or by use of financial mean, or otherwise excites or attempt to excite cessation or armed rebellion or subversive activities, or encourages a feeling of separatist activities, or endangers sovereignty or unity and integrity of India, or indulges in commits such act shall be punishable with imprisonment of life or imprisonment which extends 7 years and shall also be liable to fine. क्या ये sedition नहीं है? Say, tell me yes or no. Is this sedition or not?
Yes.
So sedition explicitly word used nahi kiya hai, but substance of the offense of sedition is still present under section 150 of the new proposed act. Clause 150 में still mentioned hai. Okay. Comments expressing disapprobation of the measures or administrative action or the other action of the government with a view to obtain the alteration by lawful means without exciting or attempting to excite the activities set forth in this clause. Okay. So you can say sedition is in substance still present. Okay. Yes, this again, this is important. This not offenses related to elections have been included. Chapter 9 में offenses related to elections पहले कभी mention नहीं थे. This first time we are seeing the elections के respective offenses are there. So now this what is going to be आपको offense detail में नहीं पढ़ना है, पर chapter number, section number, that is more than a section. Chapter 9 from starting with section 167. So candidate's electoral right has been defined. Candidate means a candidate who is nominated as a candidate. Electoral right means the right of a person to stand or not to stand or to withdraw from being a candidate to vote for refrain from voting at an election. So this ye definition आप पढ़ लीजिएगा, that is important. What is an electoral right? So the